Hi, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some ideas about how to disrupt your opponent using a charge with some of the very unusual units. Before we get into that, I want to thank you all for sticking with me, subscribing if you have, and please comment below with your thoughts on this video. Now, what I'm thinking of here is kind of harkens back a little bit to my approach with my trucks, in my orc trucks. I used to put the reinforced ram on so I could always tank shock. Let my boys charge in, let knobs charge in, and then just run the truck through the back lines, just running over any unit it can come in contact with, hopefully forcing a morale check, maybe making it fall back and go out of position, maybe even off the table. I actually had Terminators leave the table once because of that. It doesn't happen often, but it was a mechanic I took advantage of. Now, in this edition, there's a lot of value to using your vehicles, not your heavy hitters, but some of your lighter support vehicles, as chargers. Okay, there's two reasons. One is to slow the opponent down, and one is to prevent them from firing. Those are the reasons. All right, so let's review quickly. The fallback mechanism in 8th is very simple. When you're in close combat, and it's your turn, you can choose to fall back. Now, if you do not have the fly rule, on your unit, you simply disengage your movement distance away from the opponent. But at that point, you cannot fire, you cannot charge, you can't advance. But it does disengage you and allows your buddies to shoot into the unit you just left. Now, if you have the fly keyword, though, you can fall back, and then you can still shoot right back at them, and then charge again if you want. So, that's one mechanism. That's the mechanism that we're talking about here. Now, why would you do that? Well, not the fallback, but why would you charge in with these units? Because here's a couple things. The big thing right now is just rushing your army forward to get sink your teeth into the opponent in close combat. Now, that's legitimate. It's a thing. No problem there. But I suggest that you might want to disrupt your opponent by charging him first, even if you're Tau. Take your Devilfish, nice and empty. Well, even if there are Fire Warriors in it, Fire Warriors can disembark after the turn after they've charged. Just simply leave the vehicle. You're not close combat, so you can leave and shoot, right? But your Devilfish can go in. Your Orc truck can go in early, fast, and hit the opponent before he has a chance to reach your lines. That way he's locked in combat back there somewhere, okay? Because most of your vehicles are going to move 12 inches, so your opponent moves up 12 inches in the middle of the board, you charge forward, move forward 12 inches or so, and you're really close to charge distance. Just bam, you're in, he's held up for one turn, okay? Now, another possibility, you have deep strikers, drop potters, heavy weapons teams that have some dangerous weapons. And you want to silence those, but you can't overwhelm them with fire, right? So what you do is you take a fast vehicle and you rush it forward and you charge that heavy weapon team. Now it can't shoot. I was able to, basically with a Devilfish, essentially silence a Devastator squad with multi-meltas and grav weapons, and it had dropped into my lines with drop pod. He couldn't fire because I had charged him on the turn after he dropped. So he did get one round of shooting in there, did some damage, but my response prevented him from firing. Now, what's important here is that the vehicle is going to have to be careful who it charges. If you charge like a Dreadnought, okay, that has this huge, vicious weapon, high strength, low AP value, and it'll just tear your vehicle apart, it's probably not a smart idea. I'm looking more at, you got a bunch of Orc boys charging, you got Space Marines out there, you want to charge in against a unit that really, it's going to hurt you on 5s and 6s. And then you've got your armor save. because it doesn't really have anything special now. Power Sword, yeah, it might be AP -3, but he's user strength, so hitting you on 4s, he's going to wound you on 5s maybe. It doesn't take a lot of thought to really realize that your vehicle can tie up a unit for quite a while, because it will either lock him in combat and keep him busy, or he will be forced to fall back, which means he can't shoot. Both are wise. In fact, I've taken a Piranha and I've charged a Lehman Russ with it for the same reason. If I charge a Lehman Russ, he's hitting on 6s, I'm hitting on 6s, I'm wounding him on 6s, he's wounding me on something like 5s, or what is it? No, he's wounding me on 4s or 3s, but he has to hit, right? But he can't shoot unless he falls back, and he can't shoot the turn he falls back, which allows me to charge him again. So you can silence your opponent by using support vehicles who have already done their job, to go in and charge and bind them up, keep them busy, force them to fall back, or just stay in combat where their guns are useless. So that's the kind of thing I learned. I'm kind of really playing around with those ideas. It's paid off so far very well the times I've tried it. And I'm looking for, where is it a bad time? Because I know it is. I do not want to pretend that this is always a good idea. But I want to find the times when it's not, so I can be very deliberate in my decision making. Right now, though, I've every opportunity I've had, it's been a good one. It's a good match, So that's something for you guys to think about. Let me know what you think, and comment below about that, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.